What's going on, everybody? My name is Kirby Love,
My name is Irvin Forbes.
and this is the Instant Podcast where we help you change the way you show up instantly. One of the ways that we're going to help you show up, change the way you show up today is, well, actually, we got two ways that we're going to dive into. And these are things that's going to help you as a creative, as a business owner, help CEOs, marketing team, development teams, anybody who's in that space. These are some things that I feel like is going to really bring some great value to you. And the first thing is the lack of brand clarity. So we're going to go over some consequences to that and how you can fix that. So the first thing in lack of brand clarity is not having a strong message.
Right.
What do you think is the impact for not having a strong message for any business, organization, brand, or...
I may jump straight into the technical.
Let's do it.
Man, a copywriter can help you with that, right? Because I spent so much time not understanding what is a copywriter.
Yeah.
Who are they? What is their role? What do they do? And once I figured out, okay, I need a copywriter, or the businesses that I serve, those that I work with, I may not provide that, but I definitely have come across those who provide that service. So, for example, what a copywriter's role is you have Pepsi, you have Sprite, you have brands that all provide this a very similar product or service. The copywriter helps you separate yourself, and they help you find clarity for you and your message. So,
and for the people who think we're talking about the copyright where you put a stamp on it and put it in the mail.
We ain't talking about that.
We're not talking about that copyright. All right, so the copywriter, this copywriter is someone who helps you communicate a message.
It is. You simplify that. That's right.
It's like change the way you show up instantly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is what we call copy. So I saw this one quote, and she's a copywriter.
Okay.
I don't know her name. So if I find her name, I'll give her the credit for it.
Okay.
But I saw this one quote from a copywriter, and she was like, get you a copywriter that gets you quoted.
Okay.
So
yeah,
that's like comedians writing jokes.
Yeah.
And when they on their specials, when they do a special, how many comedians have we just through conversation just randomly said a line that they have
That's
said?
A good point.
You see what I'm saying? And that would, for us in our space, that's what we would call like copy.
Copyright. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like when you have something on your website, something that stands out, you be like, that's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it has meaning. And I think well, matter of fact, I'm gonna ask you this question.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you think makes the best copy?
That's a good one. That's a good question. You gotta do that to me today.
What do you think makes the best copy? Is it? Does it has to? I guess I would add some elements to it.
Okay.
Does it has to have some type of motion behind it? Does it have to have some action, or does it a certain type of meaning? What do you think makes the best copy?
Well, when I come across good copy, it's not how much information you have to explain who you are and what you do.
Yeah.
It's the greatest form to me is just tell me a story and tell me the journey through video. That is why I became who I've become over the years, because most lack the ability to tell their story and to just share their message through video. Yeah. So for me, video copy through video is helpful because it's more organic, it's more natural, and you're not really focused so much on words. Like I said, when I go and read paragraph after paragraph, but I'm it's easier for me to comprehend when I see this visually. And then when I go back and read the lines and I start to go through, everything else makes sense and it's all in
Got
alignment,
you.
right?
Got
So
you.
I don't know if that I'm cheating when I'm saying this, but because I love visuals, that's what helps me.
Visuals by Irv.
There you
Shameless.
go. There you go.
So you're saying good copy is basically or can be a simplified way to explain what you do and or who you are.
Yeah. Now, for any copywriter out there, if I am wrong, forgive me. But when I'm working with a copywriter, that's what I tend to lean towards if I'm working with them or they're working with me.
Yeah.
But I tend to really focus on that specifically because there is some form of element of copy that we do provide creatively.
Yeah, so. and it does. I think copywriters are creative people. I think they're thinkers.
Yes.
They're definitely thinkers.
Yeah.
But I think
you like them. Right, you are like a master of copy though, because some of the phrases that come to your mind, some of the what pops in your mind, and you just go, "What do you think about this? How did you think about that so fast?" But you solve problems quickly. Mm-hmm. It doesn't take you long. And I think that's what they do. I think they have the ability to craft and make sense of things that you just digging. You're digging and digging, and you're like, how did they even get to that? They have the ability to bring that up, and they have the ability to make that come to life.
Right.
So, and you have a special ability to do that.
And so a good copy makes your brand stands out. Mm-hmm. What you said was through visuals and through text, but they should correlate.
They got to.
They got to correlate. So you can't say changing oil. I'm just giving an example.
Let's do it.
You can't say changing oil in under 5. But when we go look, let's say that's your video message. Mm-hmm. When we go to your website, it says something totally different. It has nothing to do with oil or nothing. Like they have to kind of merge or go with each other. Like you have to know why you say what you say. So I guess for us, like one of our things is change the way you show up instantly.
Change the way you show up instantly.
So instant is the brand.
Yep.
And change the way you show up instantly speaks to who we are and what we do.
That's
so
right.
All things that we create revolves around the instantaneous, like how you can show up differently.
That's right.
Every day.
That's right.
So even in the podcast, so wherever you hear us or see us, our copy explains who we are and what we're doing.
That's right.
Noted.
And so you change for oil in 5 minutes. Your website says one thing. When I meet you, what's the experience? Does it take 20 minutes?
That's good.
Because it has so much to do with, is this true? People want to believe.
Because people are going to make decisions on the convenience that you saying that you provide.
That's exactly it.
And if you don't provide that, then that's where the lack of brand clarity comes into place. And that's how you confuse your audience, and it makes what could have been a strong message a weak message, and people start leaving bad reviews.
So messaging is what I'm hearing you say. So a weak message versus a strong message. We kind of talked about that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've seen real life examples of a weak message versus a strong message. And why is it important to not why is it important to have a strong message, but what are examples that you've seen of strong messaging? Or what have you done in your own? You have multiple brands. So whether it's your personal brand or you have another brand too, business.
I like when you talked about Pepsi and Coke and things like that. One strong message that I seen with I think it's Coke, because they have the Sprite. For a while they had the Obey Your Thirst. 3 words.
They did.
3 words.
They did.
But visually, it wasn't just the text. So it goes back to your point. It wasn't just the text, but they had the visuals. Every commercial. They had the hoopers. You know what I'm saying? They had top-notch players, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, all these players shooting these basketball commercials and things like that. And once they get done performing at the high level, whether they're at the park or whatever,
Yeah.
the first thing they did was
heard the sizzle. Yep, the
obey
noise.
your thirst.
Obey your
they
thirst.
showed the sweat.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
that's something that as ball players,
Yeah,
we can relate to that.
absolutely.
Because the first thing we want to do after a hard workout or
you deserve to taste this. You deserve to taste something like this.
We want something good, refreshing. Yeah.
They all have a different taste, but their tone is expressed in different ways.
Right. And even though they are Coca-Cola,
yeah,
they pitched the drink Coca-Cola different than they did Sprite.
Exactly. And that's
so that for me,
yeah.
that's some examples of what I've seen, like with good copy visually,
Sure.
and the text also lining up, like, or the phrase that they use lining up to what the text is visually and through text.
And when it comes to clarity, right? We all want to be clear. We want to be clear. So what are the first steps? Who should you look for? What kind of people should you look for to gain that clarity? Am I looking for a designer? Now we talk about copywriting. Do I need to go look for one? I just highly suggest that at some stage in your process of starting a business, or if you're an established business, is to take the time to find one, and to find a great visual designer, to find a great cinematographer, who can help you. So who do you go to solve this?
Well, I think it goes into our next point on how we're going to help them show up.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
You have to go to whoever's going to help you find your target audience. Which, would a copywriter help you find your target audience? Would a graphic designer? Which one would be more priority to help you find your target audience?
That's good.
So the first person I would go to, it just depends on which direction you're trying to go with your target audience. If you don't know who your target audience is,
nothing else really matters.
Yeah.
Nothing else really matters at all. Because that has everything to do with who you're serving.
Yes. And while all are going to be, like, a designer is going to be able to help you, a copywriter is going to be able to help you, even maybe some producers are going to be able to help you musically and things like that. So everybody can kind of help you. But when you know who your target audience is, now, depending on what area you're working on first, whether it's website, whether it's social media, because some people got great social medias, but they don't have no website presence. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends. And I ain't saying that's right or wrong. I would say get a website. Like, and make it good.
Yeah.
But and we'll talk about traffic another time. But I think if you're defining your target audience and you're trying to deliver a message, maybe it's through social media, maybe just using social media, then you may not necessarily need copy right now as much as you need production. See what I'm saying? So
makes sense.
As far as who you go to first, it kind of depends on you narrowing down your target audience and how you're trying to get to them. If you're trying to get to them through the website, then you need to make sure you got good copy.
Absolutely. Definitely.
If you're trying to get to them initially through social media, you need to make sure you got good production. You see what I'm saying? So it just depends on which direction.
That's right.
You're trying to go, because a lot of people who have a great idea, a great business, and things like that, as we talked about, lack of brand clarity, as we talked about it already. Some people have great ideas, but the clarity of their brand is not there, or they don't really understand their target audience. So maybe they do, but they don't have the production to get to them.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So
yeah. Oh, that's good, man. That's to the point. That is to the point. And I think those are the steps that we have to follow. And that is, we need to take the time to really sit down with ourselves and become clear on what we want to do. And when we're talking to whoever we need to talk to, whether that is, like we said, a designer, a copywriter, a producer, Whether that's your mom, your sister, your aunt.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't always recommend that.
Yeah.
But it's whoever you share that with, if they're pushing you and encouraging you to make the next step. I look at, I believe that we're supposed to be as honest as possible.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to be as clear as possible as well. And there have been times, from we both understand visual design, and so there have been times where I said, you don't need that yet.
Yeah.
And I hope this helps somebody.
Yeah.
But you I had to tell someone, you don't actually need that yet.
Yep.
But I will say, I recommend you start here.
Mm-hmm.
And let's and I don't want to go into the technicals.
Mm-hmm.
Make your business legal.
Yeah.
Make it legal. Yeah. Follow the legal steps.
Yeah.
Be official. As you get there, if I tell you it's not time for that yet because you don't have enough clarity, you don't really know who you're serving, then go to who you need to go to, and I'm gonna recommend you. And sometimes, man, I hear 3 months, 6 months later, hey, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about, is being honest in this space and not just trying to quickly grab, get money from people, but just know where they are, where they stand, and push them to where they need to go to until they come to you, and you can welcome them back and say, hey, let's move forward here. Let's go for this. So
I think that's good. So you have to be able to communicate who you are to get to the people that you're trying to serve. So that's how
noted.
Brand clarity and target audience collage. That's how you can merge those things, and it'll really help you change the way you show up. If you can communicate who you are, and you know the people that you're trying to communicate to, it'll change the way you show up.
That's the beginning.
Instantly.
Absolutely.
So listen, man, this has been another episode on the Instant Podcast. My name is Kirby Love.
My name is Irvin Forbes.
And we are happy to be able to help you change the way that you show up instantly.